Boss.
Yes, sir.
Akwa baba program so.
That's mania.
Kumasi and the waji dimpa. Yeah, I me baha me the first thing I make come see me per Waakye the omsi na Waakye Abrantie. Ebani saying, how did the business start for you?
Just I you see, after some failed businesses,
Okay.
There was this fateful day I was walking through the streets of Bremen.
Okay.
And I realized Omo Edi Waakye let me take Bremen UGC.
Okay.
So me who say as a Waakye Dawson area more.
Okay.
And Omo nyina ton Waakye no in the morning.
Okay.
So me say okay. This is my better area and I want to do something and I want to go into the food business.
Okay.
So the first thing that came in mind is okay, so if these people like Waakye and Waakye is dominant among all the foods here there, then I'm supposed to make Waakye. But now, me change media no. Instead of doing Waakye in the morning, me make media no in the evening.
Okay.
So I started this business working in the evening from 5 p.m. to 12 a.m.
Okay.
That was somewhere 2021. Yeah, August 2021. So that's how come I started this Waakye business. It was initially called Anajo Waakye. That was when I was at Bremen UGC.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did this for 3 months at Bremen UGC before moving from Bremen to Patasi, and the rest has been history. Yeah. With my current shop
now one.
Yeah. And now I started free.
Okay.
We started at the roadside or Patasi, just in front of a Fremjes boutique.
Okay.
Now hono na in the ebi na mabobo and I'm a and it was so. Okay. There was this fateful day. Actually, it was my first week of selling Waakye. Okay. And my new provision, by me to cross it, in show credit be top.
Okay.
You see, and me told you, and then I shared your name, and that day wasn't easy. If I can say, so no, what they need be there.
No, what they need be.
Charlie, it's easy. And so a toss that day, no, and a bome, me raw hopes. And they do my crown, Abrantie, my family. You bome, the pipe, and you could feel say. Why a mobile? That day I couldn't sell. So the baby and in our coffee because in short, how can I even sell? You should not say me name. Coffee and I talk to the people around me. Some encourage me. Oh, sanity. That is how many people, many great men started. There will be so many challenges and all that. So. I motivate many a day, and I realized okay, and also me build the tapoli be around the wooden structure, be tapoli, and also so came with its own challenges. Another time, it rained heavily, and that day it wasn't the rain that was beating me. The rain wanted to take me along with my structure away.
the wooden structure now.
I tell you, when the knee blow me at the end away. And that was the day I said to myself, no, business we may. That was the day I said to myself, no, business we may. So I called one friend of mine. He's in the United States of America as we speak right now. I'm catching said, Charlie, I want to move into a shop. So how do you go about it? At that moment, no one also was shop with me and they may any project me. Okay. And I was okay. Then let me give you the shop. The shop the mommy. The shop the mom not kasi me the be finishing. And I didn't have money at that time. Okay. So what I did was my told me I know quite hono sika kakra na me and then I divide the money. Give some to that friend of mine because he was an interior decorator. Okay. I have to put that way. Yeah. Me money kakra, no dia koye we ho. Me money kakra, no they call you. So as I was working on the roadside, you know, Juma so cost
I was shop.
So it took me 8 months and sign a shop, you know, meet my Juma because the funds were not that available. Say me yeah Juma. At the end of the day, my Juma roadside on my pescane kakra, and the amount no mako yewe, omato cement kakra, omato we sa 8 good months and sign me we and me we, you know, God being so good. Now a dino so even at the roadside in the dinaba because they see an energetic, strong young guy. What fa yena na no mu nua ni bi te se Waakye na all modernizing no afi de nipa ni ba je de me no ho Kumasi afi de Waakye Abrantie obi hey Waakye Abrantie this nice guy hey obi quite me de me can asem say mo so am say adwuma ni ho mo hwe nice guy bi a o ton Waakye say o kra na ka say yanka wonya those and common also encouraging me say oh and me yire me ho ya I will be able to change the status quo. Say, we the young guys too can start something and build from the scratch. So all these little things not served as the motivation. It motivated me enough. Say, and you measure, I'm panya made 2 minutes amount for increase. It makes me a bedroom pempen. So yeah, right now, Waakye Abrantie is a household name, not just in Kumasi. Ghana and world as a whole. Yes, now I have over 16 workers.
Wow.
Yeah, I have over 16, and I'm even I'm working on a branch at UDS that's around KNUST. And I'm going to employ more. Okay. So I always tell my workers, Waakye is one of the most common food in the Ghanaian community. Every community that you pass through, well, who Waakye bear 5
is true.
It is will be free in the community or sign their own community now. A car at a cost or find a car at a cost. A baba Waakye means we are doing something that the others are not doing. And that is a secret to our brand. You get it? Adebia wu yebiano share the obi add the app. So that you'll be a step ahead of what is already in the system. Because initially when we started, people were judging us like, "Obi to be crab us. Hey, now watching a turn shop more air conditioning bomb and you're trying to board they watch me the mouth because of your and your mentor." Saying it directly to your face.
Wow.
All these were the challenges that we faced in the initial stage. But we knew what we wanted to do. With all those challenges, grew up and when you come to our place now, where how our services, how we are promoting the food that we are making, how we are putting Kumasi on the map through Waakye, you'll be amazed.
Wow.
It hasn't been easy. I have to be very honest. It hasn't been easy, but with perseverance and commitment now, I didn't say me. I see this business as just the start. Wow. The way I'm always who say, "Hey, Waakye Abrantie a big," you know. Me being the owner, me who say this is just the start.
Wow.
And say a bit me a pushy even further. This is just the start. And trust me, give us some few years. The plans that we're putting in place, the plans that we're putting in place in some few years. So you made them holding chair. Waakye Abrantie, you don't cross the boundaries. Trust me.
I don't doubt that because of the pace and I like the branding you add to the business as well.
So if you look at your motto, the motto of Waakye Abrantie is we are infusing tradition with modernity.
I like that.
You are getting it. So the tradition is already there. You're breaching from how Waakye is being done. No. We have the traditional Waakye. We offer brown rice, offer Waakye leaves. No, that is exactly how we do our things. And now the modernity side is the social media, is going a step ahead. That is what I initially said. Going a step ahead by adding up the modern things that has come in place. That is the social media and other advertisement. And mind you, we had all this in place, even on the roadside before coming into into our current.
Sure.
Yeah. I remember there's this one who came from Spain.
Okay.
At that time, I was on the roadside. He came from Spain and he asked me, Waakye Abrantie, is this the only branch you have, or there are other bigger branches somewhere? And I asked the man, why? Why are you asking that? No. That was the response. No. Because from how I've heard about you, I've projected in my mind, said I was coming to see something big.
Yeah, so some big time building.
At that time, the shop that the wooden structure I was operating on wasn't even. I'm sure it wasn't even up to 5 feet.
Wow.
Something small. I'll even send you videos and photographs of it. Something small.
Okay.
But you see, the brain. One thing about business is it isn't about what you are doing. The brain behind what you are doing. Because you might see it to be something small. I see it to be bigger.
Okay.
Depending on the vision that I have.
That you have.
You get it?
Yeah.
He saw it to be something small when he came, but I saw it to be something big. So I told him he should just give me 2 years, and he wouldn't even recognize Waakye Abrantie when he gets back from Spain. And that man up till now is a customer of mine. Anytime he's in Ghana, he comes to my restaurant to eat.
Wow.
And he's so much proud of me. Okay, so there's something about my university life that I don't talk about much. Okay, so the whole thing is I dropped out of the university. That's KN University.
Okay.
Yeah, I dropped out of the university. That was 2008.
Okay.
Yeah. And I went abroad. I went to Europe, do some 1 or 2 stars, came back to Ghana, did some businesses which I don't know if I should say which I failed or which didn't go
well
as I thought.
Okay.
I was once a poultry farmer. Oh yeah, I was once a poultry farmer. That one too, I started from the scratch with just 6 turkeys, and it grew up. I had about 1,000 plus turkeys, but I was being reported to SMA, environmental, blah blah blah. Charlie, I stopped. So after the turkey farm, I think the next business that I did was the Waakye.
Okay.
Yeah. So from university days, I dropped out. The co-approach, Konantinanti Mukakra by Namibeye Turkey no near the Mankuyi. Yeah, to me. Ankabefa.
Okay.
Go from 6 to 1,000. It means I was progressing. I was progressing, but as I mean, party and the and then that swam municipal authority was SMB. No more Bame Hall, now you see we are report you see. So I decided to give it a go. Charlie made me beam. So until Honor Menamwa, we now see Oberman UGC. Menamwa, I feel that I may pay you for fryer. I realize it so much watch. I feel the feasibility studies now make the baby. Yeah, me send the Miss Mayor watching me see. So after university days, no, near my Mashada, yeah, mean Shada, you never be brave. It was just the approach, the turkey, and this watching business. By watching the Aka.
It's crazy, but most people will say, Obi Awako University. See, and the word is Jaka.
Yeah.
Obi a Jaka kwa bruche. Who wait me could do a bruche? What's answer which is our Metowachi? I mean, how did you make that decision?
You see, let me. Not to belittle any country and answer me, but watching selling of watching Mamako better countries than that. If I say it started on watching, say I call you United States of America.
Wow.
I call conference on food, and
wow.
Yeah. But I mean, to watch and I mean, my car brooch, alright, but I mean, America. Then America, America is seen to be
yeah.
I want to. Who is watching it too has helped.
Okay.
Yeah, because you see, I'm to my American visa, Canadian 9 years Canadian visa near there. But going abroad, I said, quite 2 minutes to be brave.
As somebody from Kumasi, because we know the Kumasi people like to bugger a lot.
The reason being is, I feel that I have everything to progress and as a prosper in life.
Okay.
I ain't just want to.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to but I want to my priority to succeed in life. The one is I want to you'll be channel to succeed. I won't be good at that. But maybe left to me alone. If I say me Ejuma Ghana, me build the Ejuma, me provide employment channels, employment avenues, and my Ghanaian youth, you know, me build the Waakye Abrantie to the level of the KFC, the pizza mans. I feel a bit my employ nipa. How many persons who say
you can make it?
You can make it right here, Ghana. You can make it with the right plan and resources. You can make it. So until but see, it's a status quo. As we are changing the status quo of Waakye every day normal one that they are back. We know. So as the business are changing the status quo, so you can make it right here in Ghana. Pizza man Chris. What's Ghana here no any pizza man right now? Chris because we took our brochure. Him visa now Chris Unya.
I'm the man.
Sabini ebe odeba.
Okay.
Ti abroche de ye omo mbeko no monko. Ba yeso ye build ye so ye kro no ene ye ho. Ama omo so so ho say it's good to travel but enye ni nyina ene eyedie no.
Okay.
It is obi so te a no ntu kwan ma na ba mu. Ono so plan no nye bibi because so te ha kra be ma bibi ma won so no abrabo na siw ye because see it's becoming like one two kwan a untimi mo bra.
It's true.
And then I say youth need. Oh, that Europe Juma de all need here. Oh, Bob Juma Crazy Kaka when you be but me Europe no. I honestly I don't enjoy my life for Abuchi.
Okay.
Me call even America. We did 3 days now back to Ghana.
Why?
I just feel like I'm connected to being in my roots. I just don't know. And the amount me visa or nothing is pushing me to go.
They just say you to be JJ or make say hey man we.
I don't make just more American visa. American visa 4 years. Canada be 9 years.
Ni na on bezo be.
One bia nyame mo mpa bo nyame bo am na bia menya sika na ma hwese me ta ko be 2 weeks bia ba.
And I'll be Waakye Abrantie so ho there.
No na everything be ko biem because I'm planning on something like that. Bia say food fest bia na food bazaar bia na say food bibi them Europe ne America na Canada bia with in yetimine organizers ni be kasa bia bibi sa de han because you could just na ba so but living in America, living in Canada, living in Abroad will be my so you're good, but maybe I wasn't born for it. I mean, Canada, yeah. I have a simple analogy.
Okay.
Look around. Look around. There are problems around us. You get it? There are problems around us. Identify one of the problems. Find a solution to that particular problem. It's a business and we're creative. But aside so won't to me share the daily needs of human. Water, food. Aside the daily needs, and you maybe so I don't know, so maybe use this a necessity and sa. Obey me the school account about school quite above their pay grade. You know, me professor Adriane Friensio Mensa. If we are seeing Pebia Benumunsio. So it means it's a Wutonsia, Yabeto, regular on the daily basis. Any Pebia BBD. You can venture into the food business too. When it comes to BBT Ensa, Obi Enijia or no monsa, Obi Rewa or no monsa, so which means Ensa on the daily Obi no. In Anya Crampono, just the three should be able to give you an idea of a Juma Osenipaoye, which means that the basic should touch on the daily necessity of human. Okay. That alone should give you a fair idea of business that you should tap into.
Looking at where Waakye Abrantie has got into now, you're popular now, not just in Kumasi, in Accra, and also, other places of the world because you get visitors coming to eat. So, Obi Banas was an investor or this cash business, no more expanding mana. Will you take it or you will not take it?
Let me make an appeal. So, see, baby, Waakye Abrantie, you do know. you pay people to invest in us. Now say Richard Nikwe your senior or ne birthday or her businesses are or online yes or invest your mouth a person one crank you be ye movie pizza man, chicken man, pinkberry and all that, which means say nya resources now you let me shit it is a government, you know, but when the government is not helping her, at least individuals so I'm bit my boy. Because there are so many youth around that yeah baby. We have the potential. Boy, then the way more and young couple super see into me. In Siciliano appeal I may it's not just for Waakye Abrantie, but all the youth are yeah baby. So on Ghana. Your youth be brave. Yes, ye nimunyansa na be. You nyansa pa. Ye niema be brave. All that we need is people to believe in us, invest in us. So that be a kakrana yes ye ni bit ma pija na ma youth no so ye no na mo di echi no so enya arishe mu bi motivate you say ye so ye nsa so bi mo a ye benya manfo mo mind aboaye. Other than that sa niema ni silinti na ma youth no ye hu ni say there is no hope anywhere. They will see you too kwan mom kwa broach because I want am one be free. So see Waakye Abrantie be edru no say investor basis ya ye be embrace the with open arms. Okay. The reason being is ya ye bi Drew baby. Fine, we are still moving on. But with the right investment, you know, you fully see a bit me a chain. Send me a yokoi. Invested be or ye serious minded our business as biano or buy a bed general. Ye not tenacity. Na yes and sign ye man. Ye na ye juma. See the appeal. I mean using with the fanya appeal. To every serious-minded investor, say Waakye Abrantie. You hear what be saying, no. To a branding the interest and come, come and push the Waakye Abrantie back forward. Yeah,
so all to you for and any business-minded youth, I would if you open hope or motivation to start something. What would you tell that youth or that person at home?
You just have to start something.
Okay.
Forget about it. Start something. Okay. Start something and leave the rest to God. Okay. Plan well. Execute your plan effectively. Okay. Just leave the rest to God.
What of capital? Because youth need be capital is a challenge, you know.
Okay. How to raise money. So when this can be how to raise money, and not there. I think say marketers they will tell you. They say never be brave online, never be brave. I did raise sika. So they say, oh yeah, goal oriented person. Obi te Waakye Abrantie mpo, obi te ma yo. Waakye Abrantie. So me person me say mamo. Me nyina na say I want to advertise your product, which is the Waakye. Ebia me kromu ye ha. Enti me say me advertise ma. So obi pe Waakye me ba wo ho, na beji, na me de kakra to so, na me de akoma nipa no. Wow. By so doing you are making money for yourself. Because any is obi be tuni bo to mache uska. Never. So obo ho so oye bibi kakra. Nipa kra wo say wo ye bibi a otimi tena from afar no asho say this particular guy ade a wo yi. Wo yere ne ho pa obo ne ho modern. Se me boa na obetima ye bibi. E ho na mo no be fraba. But I don't show them you film say o me de minister de me nya hwe a. It doesn't work that way. Okay. So what I say, with that money, just do something kakra. Now there with the little obinyan, kakra. What may start BB. So any friend affiliate marketing, yeah. To say them using Waakye Abrantie as an example, but it's not just Waakye Abrantie. It applies to every business. Yeah. Which means na and the amount for posting the amount social media so and so I didn't crown on your tongue. Yeah. Who say shop will be ton at 100. No, so post here, they know 150. Or we be to free no, I don't know so I can free shop 100. In first way 50. Sanka kaka, you realize by the end of the month, one make you grab it, but now kakrawabi. Kakranka, brabono, and yet make a two. Bia abotre. Think a kanga crowd, who paid an yammy more show more for. Brabono Sani, yeah.
But as a Ghana youth in penny boomers here started. And then I think said to me personally, I think that's the challenge we face as youth.
I dare be a penny boomers and was started be an say. Okay. You have to pass through the process.
Okay.
At the end, one passing through the process, be the needed knowledge on it. So what I said, me life here example, watching my passing through the process. So when I get to the top one, don't you mean to me, Sana Abrabonite.
We are strong already.
Sana Abrabonite. Now one to me, I'm finding how to make a 1. How can you find how to make 100? How can you then make 1,000? Who passing through making a 1, making a 10, making 100, making 1,000? All that you want is making 1,000,000. That 1,000,000, when you make it, you will lose it. And until now, when you say, "Obi winning jackpot $500 million," now the person is back to being a pauper.
Pauper, yeah.
I'm passing through the process into what's kind of bad. Nim the other bay. But you can't just any pay because it's a Waakye Abrantie. What is it? Them big businessmen. I'm passing through the process to the top. No, 500 million. Could you invest this in something profitable? So until no one passing through the process. Oh yeah, wow. Yeah. So we all need to pass through the process. We all need to. Yeah.
So it's like you need to take the baby step to get to where you want to get.
Exactly my point.
Exactly. I'll be talking to Waakye Abrantie. He's the CEO of one of the popular.
I didn't even tell you my name.
Oh, please. The name.
Pius Tunebo Akodia.
Okay.
The school Kumasi High School.
Okay.
Abrantie.
Okay.
Kumasi High School. We were 2005.
Okay.
Because from 2002 to 2005, I'm a business student.
Okay.
So,
so we now understand where the business idea started from.
And I'm a Bremai.
Okay.
Bremai ni be a smart guy.
Or a hustler.
Bremai ni be a hustler.
I like that.
Yeah, Bremai. Yeah, and they hear you. Bremai ni a crab. Your mommy was a crowd. So no, I'm a
bonny hustle.
Bremai is a hustling town.
Wow.
Yeah, if you're a hustler in the streets of Kumasi. Okay, so Waakye Abrantie or Patasi Police Depot. You need a 4 stores now police depot. You know the opposite. Or Patasi, you don't see quite so. Ope Waakye Abrantie be an enemy. I bet me about how better air condition be our home. But be the camera. So it's known to me by if you may be a nice be Jaka. If you're an asset officer, your number 0553 451 591. Mesa SCB 0553 451 591. Your number no fra your request number Joe Fesso no baby I will be a Kumasi Hadi Omudu will be an bro. And also so nine chain say be our person use third party apps so Haptel or let me I download the Haptel app no. Download the Waakye Abrantie you also you're watching the whole you queen chinka faso so also with my talk so more riders they are bro come.
Thank you very much, boss, for talking to us.
It
has been a pleasure. I honestly enjoyed the conversation. So, guys, my name is Dr. Sam. The program is RideAndChat. I've been speaking to the CEO of Waakye Abrantie. Please, your name again.
Pius Tunebo Akodia. Santini Abrantie.
I like the way you that Shanti, you take pride in where you come from. I like that a lot.
Nana say to
okay.
And name.
So guys, until we meet again, it is bye-bye for myself and my boss. We say bye-bye.
You call it straight up and play look out and Waakye Abrantie.